Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the channel as always. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for watching the videos. If you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notified when we drop new vlogs. In today's video, we are unfortunately looking at the other side of running training. So we come off the back of a fantastic week last week in Barcelona, which culminated, as you'll have seen in my my last video, with a huge PB at the Barcelona half marathon. Unfortunately, I was brought back down to earth with a huge bang on Tuesday when I got back to the UK, where I received 2 letters from my local hospital confirming that I have a pre-op date and an operation date. So for those of you that aren't aware, around about 4.5 years ago, I tore my meniscus. I had MRIs and that about 18 months ago, 2 years ago, and it was determined I'd got a lateral tear of my meniscus, and the consultant believes that the best long-term course of action would be to go through keyhole surgery and get a meniscus repair. So operation. Now I've been on the waiting list for around about 18 months now, and don't get me wrong, I will not knock the NHS. I appreciate that there are far more important operations to get done than mine. I'm just absolutely gutted that the operation falls on the 11th of March, which means all of the hard work I've put in to get me through to marathon training to date will now finish effectively. There's no way I'm going to be able to do the marathon, just not long enough recovery. I'll still be in recovery when the marathon happens. So yeah, a few days of real sort of down in the dumps, frustration that I've worked this hard to get to where I am, and now I'm going to have to effectively not be able to run for 6 to 12 weeks. I don't know the actual recovery time yet. I'll find out in more detail when I go for my pre-op on the 4th of March. But yeah, it's a little bit of a kick in the mid-sack as it stands right now. That said, I know that having the operation and getting the operation done is going to be far better for me long term, both physical well-being as I age and get much older, but also for my short to long-term running goals as well. I suffer on a regular basis with my meniscus, with my knee, and I always have done since I tore it. I've lived on a pain threshold of probably around about a 5 out of 10 most days. Whenever I've done an intensive run, whether that be an interval session, whether that be 10k, 5k, half marathon, etc., I always have a day or so of enhanced pain in my knee. And a lot of people say I shouldn't be running, that I could potentially do more long-term damage to my knee. That said, the short-term gain in my mental and physical well-being that I've had since I started running, I think far outweighs that success versus the negative impact I could be having on my knee long-term. I don't think the meniscus is getting any worse, but it's vital that I get in for the operation to propel my running career, if you like, journey, life on to the next level again. For those of you that have seen my journey since January 22, you'll know that I was unable to run a mile. I was completed my first park run in 41.5 minutes. Couldn't complete it without a number of stops in there. That journey's taken me all the way through to culminating at the end of last week, where we ran Barcelona half. Not a single break in pace throughout the whole of the half marathon. Ran at a comfortable average 9:26, and was actually running miles 11, 12 and 13 at the same pace I set out at miles 1, 2, 3, there or thereabouts. So that just shows the strength, the progression I've built up. So I know that there's a lot of people out there that suffer with injury. I know that there's a lot of people out there that get injured and perhaps don't get back to running or gym or fitness or whatever their journey was. I will continue to document my injury recovery journey. I'll put the highs and the lows. It's not all going to be plain sailing. I am going to be frustrated. I'm going to be down in the dumps. I'm going to be annoyed, especially being in the WhatsApp group I'm in with all of the lads who are such avid runners and get out. You know, they're out. There's somebody out running every day, and the whole chat is talking about and related to running. I lie. It isn't all running related, but a hell of a lot of the content we talk about is running related. That said, there are going to be opportunities for me once I can cycle, minimal impact, fitness on my knee. I'll go out on the bike and get out on group sessions with the boys again, so that I'm not completely losing out on that community spirit. I'm also going to try and get to as many races as I can do, local. I'm still going to try and go to the half marathon. I'm still going to try and go to the London Marathon. Sorry, I'm still going to try and go to Manchester Marathon. Still going to try and go to London Marathon and document the race from a spectator's perspective, from an injured spectator's perspective. So stick with the weekly vlogs. We'll still follow the journey, and probably more importantly, the journey of how I maintain and continue to lose the weight. I'm going to get in the gym now. As soon as I get the green light and the go ahead, I'm going to try and get into the gym on a more regular basis. So that period when I would be out running 5 days a week, I'm going to try and get into the gym 5 days a week and do some upper body fat burning and conditioning work. So try and get my upper body into a better shape so that when I do come back to running in what might be 6, 8, 12 weeks after the operation, I've still continued with that weight loss progression. I've still continued to maintain a level of fitness, albeit it won't be the same cardio fitness as I'm getting from the running. But yeah, that's where we are. Devastated to not be doing the marathon, having put all the hard work in it. Devastated to not be following and completing the marathon series for you guys to follow along and watch. That said, it's definitely in my best interest to get the operation now rather than trying to put it off for the sake of running a marathon. We don't know what 20 miles, 21 miles, 22 miles, what might hold for me. I may end up doing more damage to my knee in the marathon and having to then go through a longer recovery process or a more in-depth operation, etc. So that's where we are. Feeling crap, no doubt about it. Really low about the fact that I've got to have the operation. And hopefully by me documenting what I'm going to do during my period of recovery and rehab will positively impact some of you guys out there that are perhaps struggling to recover yourself, struggling to get back from an injury, or are just going into an injury and not sure how you're gonna motivate yourself to recover and return to where you are. But yeah, so that's kind of where we are, guys. Different kind of vlog today, I appreciate, and apologies to have rambled on to you for the best part of 10 minutes. I hope that there will be some benefit brought to you from the series I'm going to do. For those of you that are suffering with injuries, are suffering to get your motivation back, to get your your mojo back, if you like, for running, hit me up either in the comments on YouTube or get over to my Instagram page at Beckett_runs and drop me a DM if I can help motivate you, if I can help you, give you some of my inspiration, some of my motivation. I'm going to be low. I'm going to be relying on other people as well. But if I can help anybody out there, just hit me up. I'll do what I can to try and support you. Just speaking to somebody else that's going through rehab and going through the frustration and the down mental state of not being able to get out and run when they want to may help you to recover your own motivation, your own mojo, your own desire to get back out. So yeah, there we go, guys. As always, thanks for watching. We will still have 1 week of race vlogs or video run vlogs to do. We have Fradley half marathon Fradley 10K on the 5th of March, which will be my last race, potentially my last run before the operation. But so we'll put a race day vlog out there. I'll be running in the yellow and blue of South Derbyshire in that local race, and we'll be chasing another 10k PB. But for now, yeah, we are going to be out running for a while, guys. So thanks as always for watching, and I will see you on the next vlog. Cheers, guys.